Hey, hey, it's another Saturday, Soulful Saturday, that is. And today is the first day of Kwanzaa. So excited to be here with you today. The first day of Kwanzaa starts with the principle of umoja, which in Swahili is unity. Customarily, the question is asked, what's the news? Or in Swahili, we say habari gani. And then the person who is being asked the question will respond umoja, which is the principle of the day. And today's principle being unity, I thought was perfect to have this uncut gem join us. She will be on momentarily, and I will give her a proper introduction. But in the meantime, just know that every Saturday we are here to bring soulful, insightful, genuine conversations with people in our community that are engaging, that are uplifting, that are, and I see her trying to join me now, just knowledgeable about their field of choice. My guest today is Adrienne Price, who will be coming on my live. I know she has to request to be on live. So, AC, if you can hear me, I'm going to send you a request to join the live, invite the to join me. Okay. And she's a food consultant. Adrienne is a food consultant. I call her AC. We call her AC, those of us who know her. So if you hear me refer to her in that way, please know that that is her name, Adrienne C. Price. And she is joining us now. She is a food consultant, as I was saying, many years as a caterer. She spent many years catering. She has a company called AC Art of Food, right? And she's known here on Instagram as such, AC _art _of _food. All right. So her company, she refers to herself as a culinary health resource. I love her tagline. She always says and greets people with great eats and healthy living. So that's really wonderful. So that's very much in line with who we are and what we want to promote in our community. AC, you're not able to join. Come on, AC sent a request to be in your, yes, view and go live. Yes. Okay, let's go live. Every week, we have challenges with our IG. IG trying not to let us be great, but we are here. I see you. Can you hear me, AC?
I can, and I'm trying to, hold on. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Now, Kamiko, I usually go on. Can you see me okay?
I can now. Yes, I can now.
I usually do the Facebook, so this IG thing, hold on. Girl, you got me looking. Okay, hold on now. Hold on. Look, I have it streaming also on on my laptop, so I can make sure.
Oh, see, I'm trying to do the same thing. Like, you know what, girl? I am so determined to get this live thing situated. I tell you what, every single week I have something going on with like live. I can't anyway, I'm not gonna go there because I don't even want to waste time on this. What I want to do is talk to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Am I frozen? Oh shoot. Am I frozen?
No, you're not frozen. You're fine. I can see you. I love your beautiful frames. I got your AC Art of Food shirt on. Yes, I'm chilling with my scobies today. You see my scobies right here? Chilling with.
Hold on, because I'm trying to be great. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to be great. I see you now. Chilling with I love it.
You see, this is a Christmas gift from my number 4 son, right? Your kids know you when they give you gifts like this, right? Chilling with
Absolutely.
my scobies, okay.
Oh yeah, let's go. And you know what? That's why with the whole kombucha thing, and I know you're trying to interview me, but I have to give gratitude where gratitude is due. So I'm just gracious and just grateful for you for the whole kombucha thing. You hit me to kombucha way back when. Remember when you was just testing it and I think I've had like every one of your bottles. I still have the one with the the top thing.
Yes, the gross gasket.
Yes, and then you talked about. I said, "Oh, you know what, Kamiko's like AC. I could teach her." I said, because you talked about that SCOBY. I was like, "I'm good. I'll just leave it to you, and I'll get my moon goddess, and I'm fine."
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Thank you, AC, for joining me today. I was just giving you a little bit of an intro. I want to give you a proper intro. So let me just introduce you to the people in a more formal way.
Okay.
First of all, I mean, I just love that, every week I get an opportunity to bring on people in my community who I refer to as uncut gems,
All right.
right? And
Yeah.
you are definitely an uncut gem in my book. And we affectionately know you as AC. I know your family calls you AC, so I feel like
Mm-hmm.
family. But
Yeah. Duh.
formally, you
Yes.
are Adrienne Price, proprietor of AC Art of Food,
Yes,
a
ma'am.
caterer. Now AC Art of Food is a food consulting business,
Yes.
and you are a culinary health resource, which I love that because that can
Mm.
speak to anyone's does a way of eating, choice of eating, et cetera, and so on. And then
Absolutely.
and then you always greet people, you open your interviews or your conversations or your lives with great eats and healthy living.
Great
That is your
example.
tagline. So see, I know
Mm-hmm.
all that about you. You
You
have an
do.
amazing spice, which I love, abstract
Mm.
spice. Yes. So you create spices. You just do so many wonderful
Uh-huh.
things. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So many wonderful things and are doing so much in the community and helping people to thrive and live better and eat better. So
Absolutely.
that is my introduction for you.
Thank you.
We met many years ago, back in our days when we were running, pounding the pavement, if you will,
Uh,
literally like pounding the pavement
yes.
in our shoes, in
Girl.
our sneakers,
Girl.
right?
Yes.
Trying to get our groove on the running situation through Black Girls Run, which was
Yes.
an amazing experience, I think, for
It
us
was.
all. And we met through that experience. So I'm very grateful for that organization,
Absolutely.
for that experience, and for just our journey together because we have been. I want to say we've been friends for well over 10 years now.
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's been a
Before the
minute.
kids. Yeah. It has
Before,
been.
yes, because your baby, how old is your baby now?
Aiden's 11 and then Logan is 7. And you
No,
guys actually, the
so
baby, I'm
7.
sorry.
That's what I'm saying. So it was before Logan, right? So it's
Yes.
got to be like at least 10 years. We've been grooving. So
Because
so I
you
want
helped
you
me
to.
build her crib. Remember at the shower you all threw for me.
Yes, came
Remember
to
that?
the shower. Yes, and kind of
That
did
was
some
fun.
coaching through just natural birthing and all that good
Birthing.
stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you for that.
We got some history, right?
We do. We do. A beautiful history. Absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful history. So I want you to just tell people, and as they come on, welcome, and thank you
Mhm.
for joining us. Tell us about AC Art of Food, where I know this is, people see you now and they think,
Mhm.
oh, okay, and that's often the case. We see people as they are and we think that they've, just got this whole thing going on and it's been easy and it's great and it's beautiful. And you see all the,
Uh,
you know, all the merch and the products, et cetera, and so on. And you think it's just like, oh, bam, they just like made this happen. So tell us about the journey to AC Art of Food from whence it came and to where it is today.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank you again for the opportunity to talk to you about AC Art of Food. You have been a constant support and believer, and actually a contributor to a lot of the thought behind some of the things that I do for AC Art of Food. So I thank you for not only your friendship, but your wisdom, as well as the opportunity to talk to your audience here. So thank you for that. AC Art of Food started actually back in 2003. A lot of people don't know that, but it was as a caterer and a private chef. And it always had the twist on it as like healthy, right? So back then it was like a healthy gourmet type deal. So I go into people's homes. I would meal prep for them so they could store things in their freezer, but it was always with a healthy twist. So I went on 4 years, and just with the catering whole thing, but I started to lose a love for catering and just doing that. But I
Mm-hmm.
always had the whole concept about health, and health was so strong. I had seen people just fall ill, if not succumb to death because of the way they were eating. And a lot of people like, oh, medicine this and medicine that. But I strongly believed that healthy food, healthy accompaniments with your food could actually add some life and improve the quality of life. as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been cooking like the matriarchs in my family. Oh my gosh. Always in the kitchen. Our conversations, like a lot of, and I don't want to even say Black families, but just families, period, you know, are the kitchen is the center of the family, is congregates, you know, talks, you know, the
Yeah.
biggest announcements and things that in the kitchen. So what better way for that family to do that and to, you know, just feel that love and to, you know, have healthy things that actually tasted good. So my grandmother's recipes, my aunt's recipes, my mom's recipes, and her foundation, I was able to like, you know what, let me do your macaroni and cheese, but let me just switch it a little bit. Wouldn't tell them, because let me tell you something. If you try to tweak a Black woman's or a Black person's period, their recipe on food or something like that, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy, and they're it's already a preconceived notion that's not gonna be good. So I would kind of sneak little healthier things in there, and they're like, oh, this is good. Like, is it now? So that was a good take on that. But the reason why I stopped catering altogether actually was because I had a miscarriage in '08, and that pretty much stopped everything. I was, you know, upset. I was just mad. And a lot of people don't know that. But thankfully, about a year later, I was pregnant with Aiden, which is my 11-year-old now. And, you know, people would still, even though I was done, didn't want to do anything anymore, people would still come, hey, you know, what's the healthy alternative for this? And people, I could not get away from it. And I always try to relate it to, you know, like a pastor, well, a person, a layman who just has like the calling, and God keeps, you know, calling them to preach. You know, you always hear these stories about like preachers in the pulpit that say that, you know, God had called them, but they like, no, I don't want it. That's kind of like the same thing that was happening to me. I wanted to get away from food, but people kept pulling me in. And I found joy in that. So I decided to ramp it back up in 2016, but put like a healthy twist on it. So that's what I was like, you know what, how can I be, you know, food, and, you know, I want to help people. I want to, you know, if I don't know it, I want to send them to, you know, where they can get it. I knew I wasn't going to do catering. I was just done with that. I said, I'll get people who, you know, I know that cater, and, you know, maybe ask them about a healthier, you know, alternative that they could do. If I give them the recipe, could they do it? So I just did it like that. And the resource just became a thing about, you know, the spice. And matter of fact, for Aiden, my 11-year-old, for his shower, when I was pregnant with him, my best girlfriend actually made me do the favors, and they were little jars of abstract spice. So I don't even think it was called abstract spice then. I was just literally like putting something together. She said, you're going to do that spice because, you know, I wasn't selling it. I was just giving it away because people were like, oh, this is a healthier alternative. Because the reason, the way how abstract spice came about was because I got ticked off at the, will shell name, it will remain unnamed, that all-purpose seasoning that everybody loves so much. That's like 330 milligrams per serving of sodium, and has all the crap in it or whatever. I said, you know what? This is just not right. Because why am I addicted to this stuff? Why can't I make any type of French fries or any without this stuff? So I said, you know what? I could twist it. I can make it healthy. And so I started, you know, getting in the kitchen, putting things together. And that was maybe like 2010. Yeah, so it's been a long time coming, and I just was able to craft it and like tweak it and just make it what it is today and put a twist on it. So it's a healthier alternative, three times less than all of that. But that's how abstract spice came about. But as far as like the culinary resource, I just wanted to help people.
Right.
So I said, I want to be the go-to person to have all this information, because I know it. I'm constantly staying in knowledge as far as like reading, you know, different literature, because I literally love it. I love it. Like, where people don't like to grocery shop, or people don't like to pick out certain things, or want to know the holistic approach to, you know, their fibroids, or the holistic approach to, you know, healing without pharma, but farm to table, you know, that type deal. Like, I love it. Like, it literally runs in my veins. So I want to share it. I don't want to keep it all inside. So that's pretty much how ACR to Food 2016 is actually when the hobby became my business. And then, yeah. And then August is when, you know, it was always like a dualpreneurship. It was, you know, it was my 9-to-5 that I had been with for 15 years. And then ACR to Food was a side hustle, but it was still a hustle. It was no longer the hobby. I was going strong with it. But, you know, God was like, it's time for you to go. And God had been mentioning that to me like for at least a couple of years. And I was just, stubborn like most of us are when our jobs are right there and guys like, hey, it's here, for you for the taking. And I was just, hard headed until he knocked me in my head and pushed me forward and said, okay, I can show you better than I can tell you. And he did. And it's been one of the best decisions other than marrying my husband, having my beautiful children, that I've ever made. And it's, God has provided, obviously the worry of, no longer having that second 9 to 5, a nice paycheck, but just every aspect where I thought that I would be lacking, he's over provided for it, and he continues to do that. And I think it has a lot to do with my spirituality, my friendships, my circle, you too, because you knew about that 9 to 5, and it was like, oh, can we go? Please help me because I'm about to go off. And you have talked me off a cliff many a time. So I thank you for that. But
you're so welcome. I love talking to you, AC. See, this is why I love, it's so like, as you just shared, when you love something so much, you want to share it. You don't want to keep it to yourself because it's so good and it can help people. And so I know that about you. I really do enjoy our conversations, the many we've had, and I'm so grateful that I had an opportunity to be there with you. I remember there were times like I would talk to you and you would be like going to the grocery store early in the morning, or, like you did your every Saturday trip to the store and all these things, right? Just so naturally a part of who you are. So I love that. So tell us, you have a program. I want you to tell people about your program, your Eat Right for Your Blood Type program.
Yeah.
Because I know that's one of your signature programs that you have, that's more of a new offering. You have your spices. You obviously have some other goodies in your store. People can check you out at acartoffood.com. And I know you're on IG here, obviously.
Yeah.
You are also on Facebook. I mean, you're all over social media doing wonderful things. Tell us about your program, number one. And I also know you do a live stream on Thursday in the test kitchen, right?
Yes.
So I want you to just share about some of the ways people can find you, connect with you, use your products, take advantage of your services. You're also running some specials. I mean, give it all. Just give it to me. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you asked me first about the Eat Right blood type challenge. So that is a challenge that's coming up January, not Monday coming up, but the first Monday in the new year, January 4th through the 10th.
The 4th. Yes.
The 4th through the 10th. And essentially it's a challenge for the program. I do a blood type culinary health session. So what that is, we sit down and we talk about all the foods that are what they call medicinal, beneficial for your blood type, that will help you in that active medicine in your body, right? And then there are foods also that act as more of like a poison for your body. Now it's not to say that, if pineapple is not for your blood type, then you eat pineapple and then you're gonna die. That's not the case. But it just does not work well with a lot of the components, stomach acid, a lot of the different components that make your body and support your microbiome, which is a lot to do with your immunity boosting. So what I do is I sit down with my clients and I talk to them about these foods, the ones that are beneficial, from vegetables, meats, even supplements, because the supplements are the minerals, the micronutrients, the minerals and nutrients that you need to keep you going. But obviously I don't want people to spend time on the supplements because your body works best with those minerals and those nutrients if they're delivered through food. But if you're a vegetarian, you're not necessarily getting the B12 like you need. So that's where supplements in those cases would come in. But God has provided earth for us to enjoy and to also heal our bodies. So it's just a session where we talk about it. There's also a strategy that I give. I call it my OSE, which is my organize, strategize, and execute when it comes to purchasing healthy food, preparing it, and planning it for consumption for that week, right? So that's what you get with it. You get a seasonal produce list, because obviously eating in season is best for you nutrient wise, as far as taste wise, as well as for your pocket. And then also the meal plan that comes with it. So these are like curated recipes that I have developed. They're breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks that adhere to your particular blood type, be it A, B, AB, O, all of that. So that's in the session. But the challenge is to get people to go for 7 days eating strictly what is right for their blood type. And just to see, because from my clients, I've seen the results, and I've heard the testimonies of people like, oh, you know what? I didn't, my cholesterol, is not, as high as it used to be. Even with the meal plans that we have, people are saying, oh, I can get up, now and move around. My postal lady, bless her heart, because when I have the packages going out for my abstract spice and the maple nut granola, I have to give her little treats and everything because she's just so good to me. But she was saying that, she had her mom to try the abstract spice, and that's the only thing that she cut out. And her mom's cholesterol, she was on cholesterol medication and came up off of it. And
Wow.
the only change that she made was that she kicked out that the all-purpose seasonings and incorporated the abstract spice. So I know what I'm doing is making a difference. And when you adhere those things to your blood type as well, it just makes it more optimal for you to function, because it, like I said, it takes care of your microbiome, your immunity, as well as, weight loss, for natural weight loss. So that's what's going on with the challenge. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Before we jump into the next one, I want to just finish because I have a couple of questions I want you to clarify, because you use a term that I know very well, the microbiome. Just for anybody who's listening who does not know what a microbiome is or what we're referring to when we talk about our body's microbiome, just give the people a little tip on that. And also, I want to ask you about regarding the blood type challenge. Do you have to have a consultation when if anybody wanted to join the challenge? Are they required to have a consultation with you first? Are you giving people pretty much like a quick cheat sheet and saying, hey, if this, that, or whatever, and here's how you can join? Give us a little bit more about how the challenge is working, and then also please define in your terms microbiome.
Okay, in my terms, microbiome is like the gut. It's the bacteria, the good bacteria, the bad bacteria, all of that that's going to, that pretty much determines your health, right? So what you want to do, which is why probiotics are very, very essential, because if you get your microbiome healthy, then your immunity will boost. And a lot of that lies in the gut, which is why a lot of the things that I do promote are immune boosting with the probiotics. So it just kind of like maintains the good and the bad bacteria in your body.
Yeah. I like to I liken the body's microbiome to I call it the body's garden. And in your body's garden, you have a variety of things. You have flowers, you have vegetables, you have fruits, maybe, right? I don't know anybody that just says, hey, I'm just going to grow some weeds, right? People are generally intentional about planting, herbs and, such in their garden. So it's the same thing in your body. It's being intentional about what you put inside your body's garden so that you can bear beautiful flowers and beautiful fruits and veggies and all those sorts of things. So body's microbiome, the microbiome of the body is the gut, which is your body's garden. Now, regarding the challenge, that's how I like to define it. Tell us about how to get into the challenge. And
absolutely, the challenge. You would need a consult with me, and the consult that we have going on now is not the same price as what a session would be. So it's on my website. So if you just go to Mamie Jack's, which is the gourmet store where you can buy, all of our products and our services. If you see classes and sessions in the top tab, click on that, and where you would see the normal blood type sessions, all you have to do in the drop down box, you'll see the Eat Right Blood Type Challenge, and go ahead and purchase that, because there is a cash prize for the individual for those 7 days that checks in, on a daily basis, who checks in the most with me. So we do have, cash prizes for that. But you would have to have a consult with me in order to get those foods that you need, and also the foods that you don't need in order to have a successful 7 days for the challenge. So Kamiko, to answer your question,
how much is the challenge?
It's $75.
What is the cost of the challenge?
It's $75.
For the 7 days.
For the 7 days, yes. It's $75.
Okay, wonderful.
And there is a cash prize at the end of it that is very well. It's more than your $75. Put it that way. If you get it, and then you get also all the equipment and the tools that you need in order to prolong it for those 7 days. And so you can just go ahead and eat right completely.
Wonderful. So that sounds like a wonderful investment in self, which will reap, right, like tremendous benefits and rewards as well. So your return on investment sounds like it's quite a bit, and that's going to be just really awesome for people who are looking for that. And then you also have resources that you can keep even after and continue on with eating right for your blood type, which is pretty darn amazing. So
Yeah,
I like that it's an investment in yourself and your health, right? And it bears long-term rewards. Okay.
It does for a lifetime. And then you share it with your family. Just, it's all about sharing the knowledge and the health because,
Yeah.
you just to improve your quality of life and those that you love around you. So yeah.
Yeah. I love it. So yeah, $75, AC Art of Food, eat right for your blood type, do the challenge, get your spice. Can I just say like the spice situation though? That's like my favorite.
And I know this, Kamiko. I know this is your favorite. I know this. That's why I came equipped. And you have your 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. You see that little 10 there, right? Okay. So I just need to talk about this spice for a minute because I was like, okay. So where's the bag? Show me the bag. Show everybody the bag. Because these are the pouches or the pouch that they cut. Yeah. So initially, when I first started ordering, we had the pouches, and I was like, "Oh, these are really great. I love them." Yes, and I am, I'm a cook. I cook at home. I cook. I'm always using my spices. I love different spices. Of course, I love supporting my people. I was like, okay, I'm getting some of this spice. But I was not crazy about those bags. And we had that conversation. I was like, okay, AC, I don't know who is buying. Okay, I know your people now. I know they love you, but I need to use my spices every day. And if I'm using them out of this bag, like the bag is not working for me, what can we do? Like, I just need like a little something different because I have to transfer my dry spice into something. I have to save somebody else's jar. And I don't want to save their jar. I want to use yours. Like I want to use, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, what are we going to do about that? Because we need something to sprinkle this stuff out of. Because this is driving me bananas.
It's not working for me. I mean, just point, but I was like, okay. And I love that. I listen to my clients. I listen to my customers, the feedback, like I present, like, okay, because I'm good with it, but I'm not selling it to me. I'm selling it to my customers. So I have to make it as advantageous as possible for my clientele. So you tell me that it's not working. And immediately we were on the phone. I'm just like, I think you would even said, hey, AC, you still there? I'm like, oh yeah, I am. Cause I'm sitting, it's just going. So yeah. So that's
I know. And if you and the thing that I love about the tin, so hold up the tin, hold it up because I do have mine. They're in the kitchen, but I want you to hold up the tin. I want people to see that when you turn it, you have the little holes that it can sprinkle. Yes, where's the little hole? There. And then you have the larger one. Yeah, don't you? I just like, and then you can see through the tin as to what is in your tin. That to me is so dope. Yes, I love that. Right. So I think that's so unique because you're not going to find something like that on your store shelf. It's just such a lovely, beautiful way. And it also has a magnet on the bottom. That's the other thing. Kiara, look.
Come on now. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. That's that goodness and mercy. That's goodness and mercy right there.
My daughter said, okay, Miss Casey, with the magnet on the bottom of the spice can, it just sticks on the side. I was like, yeah, that's my girl. She hooked it up. So I love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. She was giving you high praises for that. So I do want to say thank you for that. I love that that you are able to tailor your programs to no matter what a person's diet is, right? It's not that you're telling somebody they need to be vegan, they need to be vegetarian, or they need to not eat this or that. It's like, okay, let's look at what you're eating, how you're eating, how's that working for you? Let's examine your blood type. Let's get you on the right foods that are going to help you to
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. You went out for a minute.
Okay. Yes. Let's get you on the right foods that can help to elevate your health, right? Take it to the next level. You're already doing some things right, or let's tweak here and there. So that's the thing that I love about your program so much, that it's not a matter of if you're a vegan or like you can only be part of my program if you're vegetarian, or we don't do this. So it's not exclusionary. It's more inclusive, which is a beautiful thing. I love that. I love that so much.
Because that's like on earth, that's what we're here. Everybody is different. And I like to tell my clients, I said, everybody's a snowflake. I don't care if you're a twin, fraternal or identical. There is a difference. And what rocks with someone may not rock with the other person. And I
Right.
guess what kind of, kind of irritates me a little bit is that you have these influencers that want to create what I like to call the evil veganism, or, evil vegetarianism. If you're not, then, casting judgment. And I just feel like it's so much judgment out there already as is, that the last thing someone needs is somebody saying, no, 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 to you when they're at least trying, right? And then have these people also that are trying to, convert people to this one way. I mean, just last week was in the Popeyes chicken line. I mean, so, just be careful, casting judgment. And I just wanted to create a resource, a platform where people, didn't feel that pressure. Now, like, granted, is the best way to eat plant-based? Well, not even plant-based, because that term also has been so, changed or whatever. But, is, a vegan lifestyle, just eating plants, is that, ideal? Absolutely. But if you're 44 years old and all of your life you have been eating bacon every morning for breakfast, and then all of a sudden you decide, hey, I'm just going to go vegan, that's not going to be a good outcome, because you have to gradually do that. You were not, it took you 44 years. This is what your body is used to. You need to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace. Incorporate the good things, that you want to do, those differences that you want to make. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was your body or your healthy lifestyle. So it's actually, it's a journey. It's a healthy lifestyle journey. And at the end of the day, if you're constantly hit with restrictions and what you can't eat and what you can't do, instead of things that you can gradually incorporate and take away, then who's going to stick with it? Because we're human first. We're human first.
Right.
So
right. I love that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just meeting people where they are, right? And saying, hey, and then educating, right? So it's like you meet where you are, you educate, then you act on that education, and you keep making these daily small changes over time, and that's how you create your lifestyle change. I think it's a beautiful way to live. We know that like this is a marathon. The Nipsey Hussle said, and the marathon, because it's not a quick race. So like, let me do this overnight. It's going to happen, because life always presents challenges and roadblocks and things for us to grow and to become stronger and better people. So absolutely. I know that what you're doing, that's another one of those things I love about your work, right? It's really authentic. I'll say it's an authentic work. It's heartfelt. It's true. It's real. It's I see the people. I see the results. I see the goodness and mercy.
Good, honey, the goodness and mercy all the days.
Okay. So we're going to wrap this conversation up, AC. I just want to say thank you. I want, again, my intention here with these Saturday Soulful Conversations is to introduce people who are my friends, who are part of my community. I like him. I'm all about people connecting, community building, growing together. We're in this pandemic. Right. And so the pandemic has thrown, again, that's life. God throwing us another wrench in the road. Absolutely. How we're going to build our character, get stronger and better. I know that it is extremely important to ensure that as we are moving and living in this pandemic, this particular time, that what we put inside this vessel is critical. Right? It's critical. It is part of the master plan. It's how we can stay healthy. You mentioned immunities and, minerals and vitamins and all these things, and how the things that we're ingesting. We started this conversation, right, because of the pandemic, right, as a way to continue to connect people. I'm such a face-to-face person and a hugger, and, always getting to, my whole yoga practice is about being with people. So this weekly conversation is my gift to my community, an effort to continue to keep us coming together, to share goodness and mercy with everyone, which you are, right? So I want people to be sure to check you out, visit your page. You have the challenge coming up on the 4th. Did you know, I want to say two things. Next weekend, which is the first weekend of the year, right? Okay. We will be talking to Kofi Kasai. He's the mindful magician. So people tune in for Kofi, which is pretty awesome. Once again, another uncut gem in the community. But also on the
Love it.
3rd of January is International Mind Body Wellness Day. The 3rd of January, which is that
Check that out.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So check us out. We got a little something happening on the channel here on that day. I'm going to be with,
Awesome.
so we're going to have a 2-for-1 next weekend. It's the new year. We got Kofi next Saturday. We have Kelly Jo Ray, who is owner and founder of Sacred Waters Wellness. She'll be with me on International Mind Body Day.
Oh,
Yes. So I want you to
yes. I've heard of it.
definitely tune. Yes, right? So
I
just
stalk her
that's a
page.
little. Yes, that's a little extra special because that's on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But since we are all in this wellness space, you know, we're
Mm-hmm.
healers and we're light workers together. We want to just spread light and love as many places and as many
Always.
corners and to as many people as possible. So I want to thank you for taking time out of your Saturday to
Of
just give some
course.
love, right?
Yes.
Give love to the people. Just
Yes.
share your beautiful light, all that you're doing. I think you're doing some wonderful things. I've always been a huge supporter and fan of AC. So I want you to keep up the great work, girl. Great eats and healthy living. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, because we need you out here. There's so much work to be done. And I'm so happy to be on this journey of wellness alongside with you. So thank you for taking your beautiful time. Yes, share.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure.
Follow
It was my pleasure.
AC Artificial. Let me give you a big
Everything.
hug from here. Hug. It's my baby.
I love you. I love you.
I love you
The
back.
virtual hug. Mwah. Mwah.
Okay, babe. You enjoy. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace out. Thanks.
Yes. All right.